Okay, so just a quick word about gestures. All right, what I mean by that is organizing your physical movements into chunks. All right, and this is an idea that was first introduced to me by Lizzie Simpkin from Ithaca College, and it was life-changing. All right, it really improved my playing a lot. So, she told me this story, which I don't know if it's really true, but I choose to believe it's true because I liked it so much. What she said was that human beings, or I should say, the most difficult thing, neurologically speaking, that human beings do is play a stringed instrument. And really, this could be complete nonsense, but who cares? But it is definitely a complex activity. We're talking about, obviously, this physical motion, both in terms of large muscles and also fine motor movement. We've got the auditory signals that we're processing as well as visual. We're trying to be artistic about it, but it's also a very technical, and just purely mechanical activity. So there's a lot going on for our brains. There's no doubt about that. We're reading, so much going on. And so what she was saying was that the only thing that makes this possible, the only reason we can do all those things at one time, is because we organize this information into chunks. Right? And just like with telephone numbers, telephone numbers are 3 digits plus 4 digits. And the reason for that is because it's easier for us to remember one 3-digit number plus one 4-digit number, or two 2-digit numbers, than it is for us to remember 7 individual numbers. All right, so the same concept goes here. We are trying to learn in our bodies a series of movement combined into one. So let's say I were practicing the minuets from the first Bach suite, the G major suite. All right, and the first 3 notes are, all right, those are the first 3 notes. Now, rather than think of them as 3 separate notes, how can I think of them as one gesture? All right, and I can hear it in my head rather than bum bum bum. Instead, I want yum bum bum. All right, so right there, I'm conceptualizing it as a group. And then in my body, I can feel it as a group. Rather than dun, 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 I want yum, bum, ba. One movement gets out 3 notes. So, ooh, it's pretty. So much prettier than so much prettier. All right? And then the same idea goes for over here as well. Let's see, the next thing we've got is, right? And certainly in my bow, I grouped that as yadi, right? That was one motion, an up bow that just smoothly transitioned into that down bow as one impulse. But then here as well, it's not da 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 da. No, it's ba ba da ba, ba ba da ba. And somehow for me, just hearing it in my head like that first, that's practically all it takes. But also, do it a few times till my body feels comfortable with that. Right, and my body gets used to feeling those as one. Right, and Bach works really well this way to practice, but just about anything could be practiced this way. Think about what groups of notes make a group naturally in terms of, the musical sound, and then see how your body can also organize the information in that way. Right, you feel it as yum bum bum rather than Much more graceful, much more beautiful, and apparently much easier on the brain. Good luck.